Hello, welcome to episode number 55 of Just My Opinion. In this episode, I'm entitled In Trouble due to the recent troubles that athletes have had over the years. I don't know if it's peer pressure, most of it I chalk up to being their youth, being young, and going through certain experiences in life. I think it's a lot to put upon someone's shoulder at such a young age with the type of money and fame that's provided to these guys that they have instantly overnight due to their athletic prowess. A lot of people try to pass judgment and talk down and talk bad about these guys. Me, myself, I don't pass judgment, but I have an opinion. I have an opinion, that's it. And I think a lot of people got to realize they once was young too. They once were young people. They made mistakes. They did foolish things. The difference is between these guys and normal people like us is we're not scrutinized for everything that we do and don't do. The spotlight is not on us on a 24/7 basis, as it is on these guys, these athletes, these celebrities. I had a discussion with a friend. We was discussing an athlete and his recent troubles. He was ready to throw away the key and lock him up and bury him. I said, come on, man, the guy young. The guy 22, 23, worth $250 million. And when you have that type of money, it's hard for people to tell you no. And you get away with more things than the average person. And you may believe in your head you got a false sense of security. I got money, I can pay my way out of it. I can get out of it. And that's what prompted me to do this episode of Just My Opinion. Because of the discussion and the debate that I had with a friend. It went to the point where the friend wouldn't let me talk. I said, this is how this works. I talk, you make your point, I talk. This is how we have a discussion. And what she said, I don't want to hear you, I don't want to hear you. So I said, there's no need for us to have this conversation. And I promptly hung up on him. And which I can remember, this guy's a very close friend of mine. He been an A1 since day one. Which I told him. Later on, we got back on the phone and we did talk. How old was you when you pulled the gun out? We had that little drama with some older guys in the neighborhood. I was like 15, 16. I said, yeah. And who was there to stop you for making a grave mistake or doing something dumb? I was. I was the one. No, put that up, man. Put that back up, man. What you doing? There was kids outside playing and everything. I said, man, this guy's crazy. What are he doing? Even the guys that we had the little drama with was older than us. We could easily just fought it out with him. As compared to you pulling out a gun and you escalating the problem. So his whole thing was, the athlete we were talking about was John Morant. And my whole thing was, yeah, him pull out the gun in the strip club or whatever. It was stupid. He wasn't thinking. But the man is 23 years old. He probably was intoxicated. I don't know. Allegedly, I don't know. Allegedly, he might have been intoxicated. So you're not in your right mind. You got alcohol. You charged up. There's women everywhere. His thing was, go ahead, lock him up, throw away the key. And I'm like, nah, that's not good. He's young. He's going to make mistakes. He's going to do things that us, at our age, that we 40 plus, we older. So we're going to say, well, that's stupid. But we can see that now. And maybe later, God bless y'all to get our age or older. He going to say, man, that was dumb. That was a mistake. That was something that I wouldn't do right now. I would if I can recommend some advice for some of these athletes, some of these other whole proud celebrities. And trust me, I'm not the one to get celebrity. Give y'all advice. But advice is free. You can take it or leave it. Be aware of your surroundings. Don't put yourself in a predicament where you gotta have a gun, stuff like that. Think before you react to situations. Think before it's something that you do. Because everybody has a phone, everybody has a camera now. Everybody can videotape, you take a picture, you know everything that you does is going to be scrutinized and magnified. These guys have multi-million-dollar deals endorsing products for companies. And companies tend to frown on anything that's going to bring bad publicity towards their company. Bad press. So what you do is think. How is it going to affect me, first of all? How is it going to look at my parents, my family? Secondly, how is this going to affect my bottom line? And my bottom line being my money, my career, my reputation. That's some advice that I can give. And I know most athletes and young guys are looking at me like, who are you? And it's okay, it's okay. In recent Alabama freshman basketball star Brandon Miller supposedly delivered a gun that was used in the fatal shooting of 23-year-old Jamia Janae Harris. Hopefully I'm getting her name right. Rest in peace. Now see, I don't know. Allegedly he's supposed to give someone a gun. I don't know if he knew if it was going to be used to hurt somebody or what the case was. But you have to think who you are and what you're trying to do. This young man hopefully one day will go to the NBA and be able to provide for himself and his family. Think about that before you make those type of decisions. Hopefully, everything turned out for Brandon Miller. And God bless the family of the person hurt and killed in this. We can't overlook that because it's a real tragic situation. Someone lost their life. And they're the real victim in this. not Brandon Miller. He's a victim too, but not to the extent what she is. Henry Ruggs. Henry Ruggs, star basketball player, University of Alabama. He was drafted by the Oakland Raiders. Star football player for University of Alabama. He was drafted by the Oakland Raiders. And you know, your life changed when you get a lot of money, a whole lot of money at one time. Henry Ruggs was released by the Raiders within hours of a crash in November of 2021. Preliminary hearings, which determined there was enough evidence to take the case to trial. He's out on bail. He's wearing the ankle monitor. Think of that mistake that he made. Allegedly, he was speeding and he crashed into a car and he killed the woman. Innocent person. Driving, going home, going to work, going to the store, whatever. She was innocent. She did nothing wrong. Allegedly, he was drunk driving and speeding. Here's a man that was 24 years old that already earned and made a substantial amount of money. Tina Trella, hopefully I got her name right. She was the person that was killed in the crash. His potential to earn more money. Driving drunk, speeding in a sports car, allegedly. And now, his career may be done. This woman's life is ended, tragically. All because he didn't think. Think before you get in a car and turn the key. When you know you've been drinking, you've been out enjoying yourself. Get a car service. Get a driver. Get someone to drive for you. Think. John Morant, his run-ins were so numerous. I think this probably could have been the best thing that happened now, because it may sit him down and let him see the error of his ways and let him see the road that he's going down and change his behavior, where he's been acting, conducting himself, and become a better person. And hopefully this is true. I wish Brandon Miller, like in his case, whatever it may be, I wish Henry Ruggs, like in his case. But let's not forget about the two people that died in these cases. The Brandon Miller case and the Henry Ruggs case. God bless them and their family, because they're the victims of all this. And John Morant, look at these two cases and these two guys and see where it landed them and where it put them. And hopefully you won't have to go there. Hopefully it won't get that extreme with you. So I chalk most of these problems these guys have up to youth and not thinking and decision making. And hopefully, athletes and celebrities coming up, they just got money, have financial freedom now, and can learn from the mistakes of others. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks. Also, you can hear me on Radio Public, Amazon Music, Spotify, Apple, and Google.